playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate as part of the Assassin's Creed Marathon I have been doing for last week, where I did 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 4, Rogue, Unity, and now Syndicate. We'll be doing Origins after this. I'm playing all the games that are on PS4. That's why we didn't play 1 and 3. But here we go, Syndicate. This is my 3rd time trying to record this, because first time the game wasn't fully installed yet, so like there were a whole bunch of glitches going around. It was pretty funny. But the second time, what happened is I forgot that I had to delete my save data from my previous time. But here we go. I deleted the save data. Hopefully I deleted the right one. That's something, but it should be. So okay, yeah, it just starts you straight off. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, I really hate that they did that though for Unity and Syndicate, where you can only have one save file. It's like, how much more like they didn't care enough to put the resources into making multiple save files. Like really, I mean, like every other Assassin's Creed outside of Unity and Syndicate takes at least 3 save files, with the exception of with the exception of AC1. Oh yay, Bishop! Thank God, everyone's favorite character. We're never going to see her again, by the way.
Historical research began several new projects in London. Both know that when
she does look better graphically here than in Unity, though.
Hot on the trail of a new piece of Eden. I've got people in London.
So we just finished Unity last night. Now we're Syndicate.
Are twins. How awesome is that?
Speak of the devil. Fire up your cameras, Bex.
To be honest, I'm not a big fan of Syndicate. It's fine. It's like as a game, it's fine. But as a Assassin's Creed game, it's like, eh.
Sending it now.
I don't mind this modern day though. Yeah, we're not interacting with it at all, but it's still cool that like at least stuff happens here. Yeah, I mean, like just because like the fact that stuff happens already makes it better than like Unity and Rogue and possibly 4.
Doesn't say with whom.
Ethan Kenway's on that list. British Templars. Ah.
Hold on. The mission was to find data to locate a piece of Eden in London.
We did.
And now I am eager to try this new kit.
I hope they do show up in Odyssey. Because yeah, I feel like obviously Assassin's Creed is now quote unquote rebooted. It's like kind of a soft reboot with Origins and then now with Odyssey. But I do hope. I mean, William Miles showed up. Yeah, there was a different voice actor, but I would hope that they show up as well. But we'll see. I doubt it, to be honest. I mean, like at least I don't see any proof of them showing up. But it'll be cool if they do.
Thrice I have written to you.
Thrice. I love that someone actually uses thrice as a word.
And yet I write again. So desperate my need, so few my options. I need you. London needs you. You would say it is too great of a task, or that it is not yet time to strike. Patience, you would counsel. But whilst you wait, the Templars consolidate their power.
By the way, I'm still eating my lunch. I'm almost done now, so sorry about that. But
one might think Reginald Birch himself had returned.
If you hear that,
his name is Crawford Starrick, and he intends to rule the world. There is no aspect of society he does not control, no industry that escapes his grim touch. By day, it is corrupt merchants and venal politicians who hold court. Come night, a vicious street gang known as the Blighters strikes terror in the hearts of all. There is no business untainted by his poison. No person.
Another thing that I find kind of strange is that they do all this exposition here at the very beginning of the game, but like none of this actually matters until sequence 3. Mind you, sequences 1 and 2 are like really short. They're only like half an hour each, but still. It's still strange to me that they do all this exposition just to not even mention it for another like hour and a half or whatever.
To kingdoms and continents as yet unconquered, though not for long, for he knows. As I have warned you, time and time again, whosoever controls London controls the world.
It's so weird, right? That 150 years later, we didn't even know who controlled the world, even though supposedly Crawford Starrick controlled the world. Like, it's so weird that we never heard of Crawford Starrick, right? But yeah, I think, again, I feel like Syndicate is, as a game overall, it's fine. It has its issues, but it's fine. But from a narrative standpoint, it's a bit of a mess. In terms of, I mean, I see what obviously I see what it's going for.
Here. The Templar running things is Rupert Ferris and our target 1. Target 2 is Sir David Brewster, who's got his hands on a bauble that could ruin us in this wretched war. Think you both can handle it?
What a question.
All right. My mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, the
Exposition.
unstoppable Fry twins. See them nightly at Covent Garden.
All right. So, well,
George, honestly, I've studied the plans of the laboratory and have every route covered.
And I've got all I need right here.
yeah, the two Fry twins, they are easily my least favorite Assassin's Creed protagonists up until now. Again, Alexios and Cassandra, who knows, they could be worse. But as of right now, before that Odyssey comes out, they are my least favorite protagonists. With Evie being slightly better than Jacob.
Where do you get it?
The same place as you, Jacob.
Again, it's so blatant. The, oh, hey, we're saying their names a billion times so you remember their names.
Fun.
Don't
All right.
die.
Here we go, sequence 1. So, yeah, I mean, this is a really short sequence. I mean, sequences 1 and 2 are both tutorials. There's assassination mission. I mean, sequence 1 is Jacob assassinating Ferris. Sequence 2 is Evie assassinating Brewster. And then sequence 3 is where the game opens up, where you get to London. But again, sequence 3 is a tutorial on conquering boroughs. And then sequence 4, 5, 6, and 7 are the sequences that open up. Sequence 8 is acquired after you conquer 3 boroughs, which is annoying because you have to go out of your way to conquer 2 boroughs, which isn't fun. But it makes sense story-wise again, but it's just not a fun thing to do in a game. And then you got oh, fuck off. And then you got what is it? Sequence 9, which is the end, obviously. Which, again, goes on for way too fucking long, but, I mean, it is what it is. Overall, I mean, I do, again, I like Syndicate, but it's definitely one of my least favorite Assassin's Creed games. I think it's better than Rogue. I think Rogue is the worst main series game. But after that, I mean, it really... I mean, I would say AC1 is probably the second worst, just because, again, gameplay-wise, it just does not hold up. While it is pretty good narratively, it's just not a fun experience from a gameplay perspective. I would say Syndicate's next, though. I mean, like, it's between Syndicate and 3. I've mentioned this, I already talked about this before, but whatever. I think 3 has much higher highs. Mind you, I do think 3 also has much lower lows. So it's kind of a tough one there. And then, to be honest, I do think Syndicate's open world is more interesting than 3's. So maybe I do have this above 3. It's tough. I don't know. But see, I think 3 has some of the best moments in the entire franchise and has some of the best dialogue. But it also has some of the worst moments in the entire franchise and has some of the worst dialogue. So it's, I don't know. It's weird. It's like, I don't love Syndicate, but at least Syndicate is, for the most part, consistent on what it's trying to do. Even though I don't like what it's trying to do a lot of the time. Like here with the combat system that we're about to see in a second here. I don't like this combat system. I really actively hate this combat system. Mind you, it's like kind of a... It's like they took AC2's combat system but then made it even more arcadey. I should say AC probably Brotherhood is probably the best comparison. It's like Brotherhood, but then they added in, like, just made it, like, yeah, they just made it more arcadey. And okay. With that being said, though, I think the parkour is probably the best in the entire franchise up to this point. I think Origins obviously is better, but up to this point, I think the parkour is definitely the best. Again, a problem with this game is once we get to London, you'll see that the city isn't really constructed in a way that's ideal for Assassin's Creed, which is why you need the rope launcher. But it's like, why make the game then if we need, like, if we're in a location that needs a fucking rope launcher to, like, get around anywhere? But whatever. Don't get me wrong, I think, like, Victorian London is a cool setting. It's just, like, when you're, from a realistic standpoint, it's weird. I fucked it up. I know how detection works. So, I would say the goal for today would be, I don't know, sequence 5 maybe? 4 or 5? I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I don't really have a goal in the sense that, I mean, really the initial goal was to finish the game up by, I finished this marathon up by Friday, and we're going to be way ahead of that at this point. Considering we essentially have a week to play Syndicate and Origins, which is a lot of time considering. With Origins, we're going to be playing a New Game Plus. Actually, we might even be playing a New Game Plus of my New Game Plus. I think that's what we might do. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, in a way, I would like to just do a straight-up replay. But also, in a way, I just don't want to do all the fucking side missions again. So, I don't know. So yeah, with these last, since we started this series, actually, this marathon series, we've been playing all these games on my second profile. I think when we do Origins, we're going to go back to my main profile. Because yeah, I do want to do New Game Plus of my New Game Plus, which is on my main profile. While on this profile, the only New Game Pluses, I mean, the only completed games I have are ones that I don't think I reached level 60 on, or level 40 on. Which ideally I would have a level 55 save already, just because we are going to be doing the Hidden Ones and Curse the Pharaohs as well. So yeah. But in a way, I would like to play the game from scratch, but it's going to take forever to do the Hidden Ones and Curse the Pharaohs if we do it that way. I forgot. Oh yeah, X is the fucking crouch button in this game, isn't it? And I don't know if I'm a big fan of that. I still prefer the L2, I think. I don't remember what L2 is in this game, though. Like, why did they change it? What is L2? Oh, it's aim. Okay. I mean, actually, yeah, that's better. Never mind. Yeah, because that was one of my complaints with Unity, too, is that, like, the aiming was so shit because you were using L1, R1. Or was it L1, R2? Either way, it was L1 was the initiation of the aim in Unity. So it's like, that's pretty shit. Alright.
Mr. Ferris, sir. The lad in the factory should be taken to be bandaged by the apothecary.
Fine. Dock his wages.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Arrive at a final price, Mr. Ferris.
Just wait a second. I'm almost done with my lunch. All right, we're done. So, all right, let's go. Do we get skill points already? No, we don't. Okay. And to be honest, also, I don't know how we're gonna do this Let's Play. I always wanted to do a Let's Play where we do sequence 8, like, first. Like, after we're able to get it, which is that sequence 4. Just, like, to do it out of order for that sake, but I don't know. The problem with that is that sequence 8 is a level 8 sequence, I believe. Level 8, either way, it's a higher level sequence. Which we're not gonna be at if we do it at that time. Wait, what? Oh, did I go the wrong way? I must have. Oh, he's over there. I feel like what's so strange to me about Syndicate is that from a gameplay standpoint, it's like I think they fixed everything wrong with Unity, but they also like took away some great things about Unity. So it's kind of weird how they did this.
It is done.
Oh? What did you accomplish, boy? A bolt loose.
As I said, I think confessions need to stay in Assassin's Creed. I'll be really disappointed if Odyssey does not have confessions. Like, have dying words and stuff. Like, I really hope it does. I actually don't know, because I don't think I've seen any assassination sort of gameplay in Odyssey. I don't even know if there is any. But again, this is the best part of it. This is some of the best parts of Assassin's Creed. I think this is where a lot of quotable lines come from too, for me. Mind you, I do think Syndicate is probably my least favorite in terms of these, but like they're technically called Animus Corridors, right? Oh no, Animus Corridor is the running. I forgot. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, like the confessional things. I think, yeah, Syndicate might be my least favorite out of the ones that have them. But yeah, every game has them but Unity, and that's what really irritates me about Unity is I feel like Unity has such potential to have really good confessions. It's just that they decide, you know what, let's try something new and not have them, which is like pretty disappointing because I feel like of all the things to try something new at, I feel like that was not one of the things.
Impeccable timing.
Okay, gotta kill these guys. What's counter? Circle? Okay, just making sure. So it is the same as Unity. Yeah, I don't get why they made the... Like, it's such a ridiculous combat system here. Like, it's so strange to me that they actually made it this way for an Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, the team that developed Syndicate here is the same team that's developing Odyssey. It is Ubisoft Quebec. And I'm not a big Ubisoft Quebec guy. I don't think they know what they're doing in particular, but again, we'll see how Odyssey turns out. I mean, we'll play in about a week. We'll have a good sense of what I think of it by then, and we'll see how it goes. But Ubisoft Quebec seems to be like it's such a weird team where it's like if you insult, like if you like say anything bad about their game at all, it's like they're instantly insulted. I think Ubisoft Quebec is like the embodiment of Ubisoft in general with Assassin's Creed fan receptions. Because like Assassin's Creed really treats their fans like shit. And it's so funny to me because it's like Assassin's Creed. At this point, like the fan base mostly is complaining about all these different things. Instead of like, I mean, and they've been complaining for a while, but like instead of like Ubisoft taking that like criticism and like saying, you know what, okay, we'll improve on these things that you don't like. Instead, they're like saying, no, you're wrong. You're fucking wrong. No, it's like like Amar is a big part of this. Who is the head of, or at least he was the head of content. I don't know what his official title is now, but I don't know. Like it's just so weird that because it's not like this with any other Ubisoft franchise. It's like it's only like this with Assassin's Creed, which is so weird to me. Where it's like whenever you say something bad about it, they're like, no, you're wrong. No, you just don't understand. You don't get it. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure we're right. No, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe next time I'll walk.
All right, that's it for sequence 1. Again, pretty short sequence. Now we're playing as Evie for sequence 2. We might just... I'm going to look at my Syndicate playthrough because I don't know how I did my Syndicate playthrough in terms of what I did in what part and that sort of thing. Like, I don't think I finished this in one part, did I? I think it took me multiple. Like, I mean, sequences 1 and 2 I'm talking about. Okay, here's the Syndicate playthrough. So yeah, I finished sequence 2 in episode 2. Yeah, the sequences take pretty long in this game. That's something else. Like, sequences take about 2 hours in this game.
Guard quarters. Brewster's laboratory. This is where the piece of Eden will be located. No loose ends. Now, decouple the locomotive and create a diversion.
Well, where is it?
And also, while I say that Jacob and Evie are shit characters, pretty much, like they're pretty mediocre, but that means that I think they're acted really well. Like, and this is nothing against Victoria Atkin and Paul Amos. I think they do the best that they can with the material that they're written. And I think they are very good at portraying the character. I just think the actual character isn't that good. And to be honest, I like when I say like that Jacob and Evie suck. Like, I kind of feel bad in a way, just because like you know, Paul Amos and Victoria Atkin legitimately like seem to enjoy the fan base. Like, and the fact that obviously, I think people like them definitely a lot more at the time when Syndicate came out. I think over time, Syndicate is definitely has been getting more of a negative reception. Even though I personally never liked Syndicate, but Syndicate did get a lot of praise when it first came out, and like now I think people have like kind of realized that yeah, it wasn't that great, was it? Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with Victoria Atkin or Paul Amos. I think they do their job very well within this game. In particular, I think Victoria Atkin is the better performer than actually I don't know though, because the thing is that I mean the thing is, I mean, like in terms of, because I mean like again, comparing that, like, it's such a shame that the next game that came out was Origins, because like Origins is just far and away better. Like, no offense to Victoria Atkin and Paul Amos, but I mean, Abu Bakr Salim is masterful in his performance of Bayek. I truly believe, and I still think to this day, that's the best performance in any video game I've ever seen. I fucking adore his performance as Bayek. And I think he's literally the perfect fit. I think he's portrays every scene with so much emotion. And I just fucking, oh, we were supposed to detach it. Where do we detach it from? Oh, over here. I kind of felt bad too when like Victoria Atkin posted on Twitter, who's the better character, Jacob and Evie or Bayek, and then it was like overwhelmingly Bayek, which was funny. But I mean, it's just the truth. I mean, like, Bayek is fantastic. I do think it's I guess a shame we're not getting a Bayek sequel or anything, but and Origin Story is a mess too. To be honest, Origin Story is much more of a mess than Syndicate. Even though I do think there's higher highs in the Origin Story, it is a mess. But what makes Origin so great is it's from a narrative standpoint. What makes it better is definitely the character of Bayek. I thought we had it. Oh, we do have it.
I need 2 more weeks with the device.
Your questionable practices are beginning to draw unwanted attention. You have been given more than enough time to achieve results, Sir David.
I was unaware that you expected me to perform like a cocker spaniel.
Permit me to remind you of your obligation to the Order.
Miss Thorne, you ride me like a racehorse.
I mean, like, even though I'm not a big fan of the overall story, some of the dialogue's so ridiculous. Again, that's the tone Jeffrey Yallum's going for. I mean, the thing about Jeffrey Yallum that I find so strange is that he's essentially made Assassin's Creed lore with he's the one that wrote the glyphs in Assassin's Creed 2, which is pretty much the basis for Assassin's Creed lore. I mean, but he's talking about how much he hates Assassin's Creed lore.
What a pity. But no deviations from the mission.
But yeah, I really like his I like his writing style, but I don't think his actual writing is my favorite. It's kind of weird with Jeffrey Yallum. I like how structured his stories are and how. Why don't you just run? How did he not detect me? That's ridiculous. Okay. Like, I like his writing, like the way he writes things. Or I like I like the structure of his narratives, but I just don't like his actual narratives. If that makes sense. Or like I don't like them as much as others. Like, I don't dislike this narrative. I don't dislike like Brotherhood's narrative or Dead Kings or any of these. But I just think that I have Dead Kings. I think Dead Kings is pretty good. Though I could have gone. I think so. I think Dead Kings is pretty good. Fuck.
Neither green nor black nor brown. Henry Green, Jason Mayer.
Shit. So yeah, this morning I had class really early. Had a presentation. Went all right. But that was fun, obviously. And then yeah, I ran some errands earlier today. That's why I'm not getting. I started recording this around 1 o'clock. I probably could have done it earlier, but yeah, I just ran some errands and stuff, but we're back. I have a lot of homework to do, but I think what we'll do, I think we'll finish Syndicate first before I do that. And then I think after I'll probably take an extended break where I do all of my homework and stuff, and then we'll come back for, like, I'm thinking like what will probably happen is that we play a good amount of it today, finish it tomorrow.
I trust you can get yourself out again.
Probably stop recording for like the rest of the day tomorrow. Probably stop recording for like half the day on Sunday. I mean, do some finish all the homework that I have for a while essentially, and then record again for Syndicate. And I record again for not Syndicate, for Origins. Okay, and then that'll be the end of the Assassin's Creed marathon. And then we will wait for Odyssey. And in the meantime, I think I will do maybe a Day of the Tentacle Let's Play. I don't know. I will have to pick something short that I haven't played yet. I mean, it doesn't have to be something I haven't played yet, obviously, but I would prefer it to be one, considering we've been replaying a lot of games recently. Obviously the Assassin's Creed games, all of those were replays. Horizon Zero Dawn, which we did somewhat recently, was a replay. What was it? We replayed the Tomb Raider games, those were replays. So I feel like recently I've been just replaying a lot of games. I would prefer to get some games that we haven't played yet, at least. I think part of the reason why I've been replaying so many games is because I think like it's kind of because obviously it feels better to play something you're familiar with when you're trying to like relax more and stuff, because obviously like now with like school going on and everything, like I'm kind of wanting to play games to relax more so than to actually play a game. Like I mean, like during the summer and stuff when I had like a lot of time, like that was like just I'll play whatever. I mean, it's like why not? I have a lot of time here. But it's like now with like more limited time and fuck off. whatever else. It's like, okay, fine. It's kind of like, I rather just, okay, can you drop, please? Thank you. It's like, I rather just like relax while playing a game. So I'm like, that's why I kind of regret playing like Valkyria Chronicles when I did. Because that was a pain. I mean, I think it's a good game. I really did enjoy it, but it's not really a game you play to relax necessarily.
Got it.
Like these Assassin's Creed games, I can just do whatever when I'm playing these. Like, I usually not too stressful. I mean, Unity is kind of stressful here and there. It's funny. I was watching back a lot of my Unity videos I recorded yesterday. It's pretty funny. A lot of them is because, like when I'm freaking the fuck out because we're almost getting detected at the end of a sec. Like when we were trying to speak to Elise during the what's it called? We should have actually ended the episode. But when we were trying to speak to Elise during the Festival of the Supreme Being, and like we were starting to get detected, I was freaking the fuck out. And also in the fight where the fight at the beginning of sequence 11, like when you're fighting, not at the beginning, I guess it's actually in the, whatever, towards, like when you're in Versailles and you're, the Palace of Versailles and you're doing the, like fighting all those guys and stuff, and I was like freaking the fuck out because I was just barely being able to, I like barely countered attacks like one after another, like 6 or 7 in a row, and I was like freaking the fuck out, and like somehow we actually got through it. Like it's pretty funny to watch those. And also, it's funny because last night, I mean, the final episode of the Unity Let's Play ended up being an hour long almost, even though it could have only been, like, we actually finished the game at like the 25-minute mark. Like the last half hour of that video is just me ranting about Big Brother. And that's funny to listen to as well. I don't know, it's something that's strange to me that I never noticed until these last few days. Okay, that was fucked. But is that it's like these we're going here, right? I'm just making sure. Oh, I forgot about that. They switched I forgot about that. They switched Eagle Vision to the stick again. Ah, shit. Yeah, that's kind of irritating. I don't know if it's irritating. To be honest, actually, it is better. I mean, like, the thing is, it is obviously, it's like, it feels classic to have Eagle Vision at the triangle button, but I do think it works better as L3 or whatever else. Like what in Assassin's Creed Origins, it's like up, right? On the D-pad, which that's not bad either. I do think, yeah, triangle, I think we could do without it being triangle, but it does feel like nostalgic in a way to have it as triangle. Should we end the episode? I think we should end the episode. Yeah, we'll end the episode here. Next episode we'll continue on. But for now, I guess, thank you for watching.